Well. Good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Welcome to the click. You smell absolutely eggalicious today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Now, I have had a thing requested repeatedly that people are telling me I should review on this channel, and it's memes about eggs. I don't really get it, if I'm gonna be honest, and therefore, I have a beautiful guest with me here today for this wonderful collab video. Can you introduce yourself, Eggbert?
Oh! Hello, Click! I'm here to read egg memes with you.
Wow, Eggbert, it's so fun to have you here, my one and only true friend.
Oh, but what, really? That's f***ing sad, man.
Yes, anyway, today, we're gonna read memes about eggs with Eggbert. God, I have lost my mind already, haven't I? Anyway, let's get into it, shall we?
Oh, it's Egg Sharon. Man, that's a quality Facebook meme right there.
Oh, you said it, Eggbert. Wow, I'm so glad we came here today. Egg. This is Egg. Quality memes, baby. Egg is short for Eggward. Arriving in hell. Me. Oh my god, it's you. I'm a huge fan of your eggs. The devil. Oh, you get it, Eggbert, because it's deviled eggs.
Man, you're so funny, Click. I'm gonna crack up.
Oh, yes, indeed. Better not crack them eggs. Oh, speaking of which, I believe we got the wrong egg folder. Here we go. EggIRL. Memes about trans people in denial. Ah, that makes way more sense, doesn't it, Eggbert?
Wow, I'm so here. I'm melting in your hands, Click, because you're so hot.
Or it's because you're made of chocolate, but thank you. So welcome, everyone, to r/EggIRL. Beautiful memes about being in your shell, and maybe sometimes it starts just cracking a little bit. Or in Eggbert's case, it starts melting.
Speak for yourself. I can't help that you're so unbelievably hot, Click.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that feels great. I wrote this into my own script. Anyway, let's read the meme, shall we? I love writing compliments directed towards myself into my own scripts. It's very convenient. Ah, are you winning, son? Ah, yes, indeed. The one and true gamer boy get up. Okay, I have an idea here. Listen to this, Eggbert. I have an idea. What if I made a podcast, okay, where everyone sits in thigh highs, getting high, and we call it High in Thigh Highs Podcast?
Oh my god, I would totally listen to it.
I know you would, Eggbert. You're such a little fanboy.
Haha, you have long hair. You look like a weird girl.
20 years later, oh my lord. You know that it's been a glow-up when one person has hadonkamadarkers the size of their skull, and the other person has bicep the size of the hadonkamadarkers. This is absolutely beautiful. This picture has so much gender in it. Oh, this wasn't an actual medical journal. I'm gonna cry, lemao. Hormone replacement therapy has many nicknames among trans feminine people, including titty pills, titty skittles, smart titties, chiclets, antihistamines, mammary mints, lifesavers, tit tacs, breast mints, feminems, antibiotics, transmission fluids, and the notorious HRT. Oh man, you know a scientific journal is gonna be good when they just have an entire section dedicated to puns. That is astounding. Why wasn't it like this when I was in the academy? God damn it, why doesn't engineering have this much stuff? The only thing we had in engineering that I remember distinctly was a math book in like advanced calculus where it said like, here is a page for proving that this formula is real. And it literally said, ty det är uppenbart. So we're not gonna show anything, which means like, it's so obvious we're not gonna tell you why this thing is the way it is. That's what I remember. Disgusting. Tidigt är uppenbart, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, calculus. I want a bisexual partner, just in case. In case of what? Answer me, turtle! In case of what, Eggbert? Do you know?
Oh man, it's talk about eggs crack.
Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna devour you after we're done with this video.
Oh, that's amazing. I have a sweet little toy inside.
Yeah, I know you have a little toy inside of you. Man, that sounds really wild out of context. I'm talking about a Kinder Egg, okay? I'm not actually... Okay, next meme. A man getting into programming. You have two choices, left and right. You can either become an alcoholic Doug Twitch streamer, or you become an uwo long hair with gay socks. Why not both? Why not just both, honestly? Taking off my shirt after a year on E.
Warning! Boobs! Tits even! Oh!
This is like bench press goals, isn't it? When you have bigger bobs than your GF. Oh, yes, indeed. Biggest bobs in the gym. That feels like something that can be wildly taken out of context. I wonder how many, like, weird quotes from my videos people use as, like, text alerts on their phones. Biggest boobs in the gym! Oh, that's a text from my mom right there. Great.
Reply with your very best alpha male meme.
I bought my first skirt and top yesterday. Gonna try them tonight. Oh, yes, indeed. It's such a pretty skirt!
Sorry, getting way too excited about this. I realize I still have this outstanding promise of a maid outfit calendar I'm gonna do. I've been, like, specifically bulking to do a really good calendar with it. I have this really good vision for how I want to do it. Like, imagine a shot out in the Swedish forest, you know, with a maid outfit, bare arms and everything, and you have, like, an axe over your shoulder, you're, like, flexing, you have a cigar in your mouth, and everything is black and white with high contrast. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And then the title of the calendar is gonna be, like, Mommy's Home. Man, that's good. That is so good.
We can use these costumes to catch Pikachu.
I want to be the nurse, please. Team Rocket, man. They're such icons. I'm starting to wonder if they were ever into, like, actually stealing Pokemon, or if they were just in it for, like, the fits. I'm gonna go for the fits. Do I really want bottom surgery, or do I just want to be able to wear these? I don't need bottom surgery. I'm already a bottom. Man, I don't need bottom surgery because my life is already at rock bottom.
Oh, Click, you're so funny. You're gonna make me crack up. I think we already told that joke, but, like, crack up because I'm an egg.
Wow, that's so funny, Egbert. Wow, you, like, retold the joke. That's great. That's basically what I do. I usually say that my jokes don't get old because they weren't funny to begin with.
Oh, I'm melting.
I can't be trans. I get gender envy from a boy. The boy?
Oh, Linky
Winky. I have seen enough cropped sussy fan art on various subreddits. Do not ask me how I find those. But yes. Yes, indeed. That is a concept. Gender is like a strangely complex subject, and sometimes it works in ways you did not expect it to.
Come on, Link. Wear the maid outfit, Link. You have the Triforce of Courage, but you don't dare to wear a maid outfit, Link.
Sorry, I got way too invested in that. Mom catches you in a maid outfit.
I have always wanted a maid. Now wash the dishes, young lady.
Euphoria?
That's a pretty good deal, though. Do dishes get paid in Euphoria? Is this like... Is this the good version of being like, you'll be paid in exposure, but it's Euphoria instead? Oh, man. Me, an egg. Oh, I can relate to this one. Shush, Egbert, we're reading memes now. Joking with my friend that I only get hit on by lesbians. Friend, they are pre-ordering. Ah. Oh, yes, indeed, they can tell already. You know, on the inside of every egg, we all look the same. Unless you count Kinder eggs, then the inside is a literal toy.
Man, that sounds really sussy, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed, it sounds sussy, man. I'm gonna eat you so hard after we're done with this video.
That sounds really kinky, but it's just eating chocolate.
Man, it's literally melting, though. My poor sidekick.
Oh, Click, I'm literally melting in your arms. Or in your hands in this case.
Oh, this is so romantic and sticky. I think I'm just a trans lesbian. That is such a cute picture. Man, this is goals. Goals for everyone. Hell yes. Archaeologists will know you were trans. People assume bones can tell your gender. But archaeologists need to take into consideration multiple factors, such as the cultural circumstances, the type of burial, or even accessories. DNA testing can only tell your chromosomes, sometimes, and that's not a good indicator of gender either. Google why they stopped DNA testing in the Olympics to know why. The archaeologist 200 years into the future will know your name. Jocelyn, 1992. Oh, I don't want to know when I die. They might notice if you had breast implants or any surgery in your jaw. They might know you were trans, or they might never know your gender at all. But they will for sure know that you were loved. And those who live to hate others will rot in their forgotten tombs namelessly for eternity. Look at that, living under a shitty little rock, or being dead under a shitty little rock in this case. Love and be loved, and you might never be forgotten. I have always found that argument to be so hilariously insecure. It's like,
but you can't be trans. What if archaeologists in 2,000 years think your bones are gay?
Okay.
The masculine urge to be a lesbian, the true alpha male pipeline,
I have officially lost my mind. If you showed me videos of myself to myself like 10 years ago... Okay, no, never mind. I was pretty unhinged 10 years ago as well. Never mind. Man, Clig, you were never sane, were you? Thank you, Egbert. Thank you. You're such a good friend. Week 1. Damn, you taking roids? I've heard they make you grow bobs. Milky ones, even. You really believe that shite? It's just lies to keep men weak, and I will prove it to you. Whatever, man. Week 4. You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Doctor said this is just temporary.
Week 9.
Fine! You were right!
You see, bench press for boobs. It is absolutely amazing. Biggest boobs in the gym. That's how we do it, baby.
When your 108-year-old Nazi transphobic grandpa finally dies of a heart attack, sparkle anime girl.
OP, did you just murder your grandfather? Again? What do you mean again? There's been a trend in the last few hours. I feel like I'm very late to this trend. What is going on in the subreddit, man? r/teenagers. If you had the choice to switch genders, would you? As a man, I would 100% want to switch to being a woman. I don't care about the cramps and other problems. Society has fricked me as a man. Either way, tell me why you would want to switch or not and why. To be honest, if OOP wants to switch because society has fricked me as a man, he might just be an incel that thinks society treats women better. The incel to trans pipeline strikes again. Wait, what? This is an actual thing? Holy shit, it's an entire video essay. Oh my god. The incel to trans pipeline and inside Mari. This has 1.7 million views. I need to watch this later. This sounds like a fascinating concept. Although, to be fair, I have seen stuff like this reoccurring sometimes. Like the amount of people I know who are, for example, gay or trans that are like, yeah, I used to be homophobic 10 or 15 years ago because I didn't know how to deal with my identity and I felt insecure, and all of a sudden I realized this is who I am and I embraced it and here I am today. That is a pretty common pipeline. And it's also sad because it shows that society as a whole isn't as accepting as we would like it to be, and it forces a lot of people who are like in the closet to overcompensate and try to basically live in denial with themselves because society doesn't accept it. It's kind of sad, isn't it? You said you had a breeding kink, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, so you would like to be a mother?
Bro, I'm trans.
That doesn't answer the question. I guess we gotta keep trying until we know for sure. Man, this is just smooth pickup lines. Oh my god, this is like gay bar pickup lines vibes. Hell yeah. I can't be a mother, but you can call me mommy. Yes, I know this is an old joke, but just let me have this. I will let you have this. Aw, look at Egbert. He's such a wholesome little sidekick character, isn't he? I am actively melting. I like my partners like I like my eggs. Full of toys. Man, the innuendo jokes just write themselves, don't they?
From now on, any of you boys who are late to class again will have to dress as a female student, like this guy here, for a week. Blushing? The next day, the number of female students in the class increased dramatically.
Punishment. Ah, yes indeed. The only thing holding everyone back from wearing skirts. You just allowed everyone to pretend to be a bad boy while also wearing a skirt. Well, that's a win-win, isn't it? Using men's restroom because being trans or gender fluid is not a well-known concept where I live. 2 men walk straight into the women's restroom after seeing me walking into the men's restroom. 2 women walk straight into men's restroom after seeing me come out of it.
Yes, great. The gender anarchy. Spread this chaos.
Oh man, this sounds like a really fun supervillain. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yes, indeed.
I want to be a girl. Not transition. This girl.
Isn't this why character creations in video games exist? I remember my partner told me once, like, why do you play as a girl so often in video games? And I'm like, you always play as a boy. Isn't that the same thing? You know, you always want to try to explore things that is a bit more difficult to explore IRL, is it not? It's an RPG. Sometimes, though, I've tried to get friends to play characters that are, like, vastly unlike them in D&D and stuff, and it's a bit 50-50 if it works out or not. It depends a lot on the person. Sometimes people really enjoy getting into the shoes of a character that is completely unlike them and they just go completely unhinged. And sometimes they get wildly uncomfortable and their character that was supposed to be, like, charismatic and seductive just ends up sitting in a corner and being like, I don't feel like myself. So, hit or miss. I am a transgender woman. A woman, your friend, your loved one, a human being. Not a man, not your dirty secret, not a fetish, not a she-male, not your trans Wikipedia, not your therapist, not here to please your curiosity. But, dear trans person, what is actually in your pants, says someone, unironically, while completely forgetting that sort of question would totally get you flagged down for sexual harassment in any kind of normal context. But when it has to do with trans people, that little piece of the brain just like falls out and gets flushed down the toilet. Oh, yes, indeed. You know, normally going up to someone and being like, oh my lord, what's in them pants would be deemed pretty creepy, right? Why is it okay to do in this context? It's wild. How to find a programmer boyfriend. What if I'm a programmer girl-ish and I want a programmer girlfriend? Just grab a boyfriend and wait a year or two. To be fair, they're probably also gonna be a furry. I don't know what that is, just to preface it, but it's like one of those buzzwords I've seen online, so I'm saying it now. Skibbity-gyat furry. It's one of those. Oh, look how down with the kids I am. Some ducklings hatch quickly. Others need a little more time. And some just kind of... Oh, you see, it's like you, Egbert. Oh my god, man, I can't wait to be cracked open and all my inside toys will be discovered, man. You're kind of getting deformed, aren't you? I mean, you're beautiful the way you are, but you're almost not an egg anymore. You're like some weird kind of like cylinder-looking thing. Man, I'm feeling quite gooey. Great. How I hope transitioning will be. How I fear it will actually be. I remember a post that said, it won't be as easy as you hope, but it will never be as hard as you fear, which helped my own uncertainties pre-HRT. I hope it helps you too. I think this is a beautiful piece of wisdom, and I think it holds true for a lot of things in life. One piece of wisdom that I got as like a creator on YouTube was something along the lines of, you're never as good as your fans tell you are, but you're never as bad as your haters tell you are. You're like somewhere in the middle, right? Because both extremes, if you will, are quite biased. And that holds true for a lot of things in life. The worst case scenario is often case not reality, and the best case scenario can sometimes be, but usually maybe it's somewhere in between for most things. Most stuff in life is like normally distributed after all.
She's a 10, but she insists on injecting you with a clear substance once a week that makes you feel all warm and clears up your thoughts. And oh god, is your breast getting a bit tender? Are your jeans a bit tight around the hip? And you're a boy, but she tells you it's okay and just feels so right.
Huh? Man, I wish I could look good in something like this. If only I was a cute girl. Is his name Big Meat? Alright, wholesome Big Meat sneaks up on you from behind. Oh my! Look at that big, supportive Big Meat! Everyone should have a supportive Big Meat that knows how to pick out your clothes. Hell yes. Cue the arguments. Ranma and Akane, I almost read that as Acne, are back. Ranma 1/2 is now playing on Netflix.
Calling an emergency council of the trans agenda. We're about to get an influx of cracked eggs, and we do not have the infrastructure to handle that right now.
But what about malted eggs? Shush, Egbert. Shush.
When short season is coming up, but you're a guy who shaves her legs. Oh my god.
Ooh, what about like leg hair haircuts? What about that? You know how you can style facial hair? What about that, but for like legs? Oh my god, like your kneecaps can have little mustaches and shit. Ooh, that's some. I kind of want to do that now. Hell yeah.
You know I'm straight, right? But if you transition, you're gay.
How to become gay tutorial. I fully expect this to be one of those like YouTube ad pop-ups. Nerve Pride Month. Yeah! Asuka is a little confused about the purpose of Pride Month. They're confused, but they got the spirit. Hell yes.
Commenting on a sub that isn't a trans sub.
Yeah, it sort of be like that, right? Like, it's kind of fascinating online how biased certain communities are. One thing I realized when like my channel has occasionally brushed into like the mainstream, I'm like, damn, I am so glad I'm not in like the mainstream because the mainstream sucks. You know, I got so comfortable in my little corner on the internet when everything is just cute and wholesome and a bit ridiculous at times. And then on occasion you brush into the mainstream and you realize like, damn, this is not the norm after all. So yeah, very happy with my little corner on the internet. It's very comfortable. Realistic transition goals. You mean because of like the aesthetics and the looks, right? I know roughly what this character is about, and some parts of it are a bit spicy. if I put it that way. You know, keeping the best genes in the family kind of spicy. Goddamn.
No, Mom, it's not just a face.
You should just turn it around and be like, when your mom comes to you with like 30 and very gay, and she's like, it's just a face. Like, no, Mom, being straight was a face. God. Shaving your legs. Razor. Hold the razor like you would a pen at a 30-40 degree angle. Let the razor weight do the heavy lifting. Use deliberate strokes, starting ankle side. Give the blade a quick rinse now and then. Be careful so you don't cut yourself. Epilator.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Who needs leg hairs when you just rip off the entire skin of your legs? Wow, Egbert, that is such a good life hack. Hell yeah. The inside of your skin is so smooth. Will you press the button? You turn into a GERL, but you instantly aggro every bear in the world. They all know where you are and will not stop until you are dead. Kinda weird that large, hairy, gay man would want me dead. Lol. Maybe it's a synonym for something else. I don't know.
How my dad imagined me at 20. Bleh.
How ich looking? Yes, indeed. They cannot comprehend the power of the skirt.
Stop calling it Twitter, says guy who dead names his own child. I will dead name Twitter. You know, normally I'm against dead naming, but dear God, who in their right mind actually calls it X? It sounds like a porn site. It's wild. And then they try to get the domain like X videos. You realize how that sounds like? I mean, to be fair, 50% of Twitter is like porn or hidden porn ads. I mean, the sheer number of like gimmick accounts I've had to unfollow because they just started spamming my timeline with like unsolicited pornographic content is absolutely wild. And all the like hidden ads and stuff. And the amount of accounts I have to block all the time whenever I tweet something and be like, yeah, hitting the gym. And then you get replies from like a bunch of like OnlyFans advertising bot and be like, you can hit that ass instead. It's just a nude picture of someone's private parts. And like, wow, why are you doing this? Stop. So yeah, Twitter, please cease. My mom being accepting me, that is so sweet. Because I am choosing not to be a man anymore and she hates men. Acceptance through hatred, but like, she doesn't have the spirit either. I don't know how to describe this, man. This, oh my God.
When you're trans femme but still have a lot of stereotypical male interest, here is my Hello Kitty Panzerkampfwagen.
I love my Hello Kitty Panzerkampfwagen, so yes indeed. I wonder where this camouflage blends in. Maybe you can drive it in the mall. Me chilling and being an AFAB non-binary lesbian. The realization that I'm actually a straight white man. Now you have to learn, start making dad jokes and get a grill. And also talk about like all the gardening equipment you got for cheap. Like, yeah, I got this lawnmower 50% off while you stand there and flip burnt burgers. And then like, oh, honey, are the burgers done yet? Like, yeah, they were burnt 30 minutes ago. That's how you be a dad. 6'3" me wanting to wear 6-inch heels.
Oh, flying airplane.
Oh my God, you'll be like 7 feet tall. That is like so many feet. Calm down, you Americans and your freedom units. I see you while you named everything feet. Dear God, man. I just see that in front of me, like back in the olden days when they're like, man, should we use centimeters or meters or something? What if we just use feet? I see you, Americans. I see God.
Trans femmes after seeing the bill for all the outfits and makeup to enjoy being pretty.
No, God. People sometimes ask me about like my skincare routine, and it's like water and good lights when I film myself. Booyah. Shaving your body for the first time and feeling your skin. Ah! Shaving your body for the first time and feeling the texture of your clothes. Ah! 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 Sorry. Unga bunga brain happy. Man, I can feel the molten inside of my flesh. Egbert, you're so quirky. Do I ever find love?
I see you're getting gay married.
But I like girls.
Yeah, I forgot to mention something.
Everyone can be cute. Yes. Name history, Pop-Bob. Is this... Welcome to the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. Pop-Bob has chosen to be referred to with female pronouns. On June 13, 2020, Pop-Bob changed her Minecraft skin to the trans rights flag. She also linked a Steam profile on the Name MC page by the name of Mackenzie, and commonly uses the name Kenzie on Discord. Many people were confused and doubted that if Pop-Up still owned her account due to this surprising change. However, Tristan later confirmed that all Nerds Incorporated members' accounts were not taken and still owned by their respectful owners, confirming Pop-Up is transgender. Today, on the oldest anarchy server on Minecraft, we're going to talk about how the notorious hacker and griefing legend Pop-Up became a heckin' cutie. Strap yourself in, folks, it's gonna be a long one today. Fit MC, that is so good. That is such a good meme. Oh my god, like that video intro is so notorious. I have watched a bunch of those videos. It's so fascinating. This is what makes me think that maybe living in a simulated universe is gonna be more fascinating than the one we have now. You know? Minecraft anarchy servers, closest things we have to simulated universes right now. The complexity in history is beautiful.
Yeah, bro, I'm masculine.
Awesome.
Go up. It's not about where you start, but how far you go. Man, pawns, or peasants as we call them in Swedish, which I unironically call them for a long time because translations do be wild, are like the wildest things ever. They can turn into queens, they can turn into horses, they're like Loki, or they can turn into literal buildings. It is absolutely astounding. Peasants are glorious.
Men, grow up here. Me.
I grew up here. Like you said, yes, my pair is bigger than yours.
Everybody is cis here, right? I guess I should just throw away this sex change potion then. Yes, indeed, no one here needs that. Isn't that right, Egbert?
Man, I'm totally cracking, but it's because I'm cracking up because this video is so funny.
I think that's the 4th time you've said that joke, Egbert.
Man, I learned from the best about repeating jokes over and over.
Oh, you should be happy I invited you on this channel, you little rascal. Elon Musk, I'm not the sissy you are, oh my god, the musky husky truns confirmed. Man, Twitter is such a crap fest nowadays, isn't it? Like, it feels, whenever I see these threads recommended on my For You or whatever on Twitter, it feels like a bunch of edgy 16-year-olds trying to come off as intellectuals. Am I the only one getting that vibe? It's so unreal, man. Do people really sit and talk like this, unironically? Bruh.
Dreaming about marriage. I'm also dreaming about marriage.
Yes, indeed, nothing to see here, folks. 2 dudes catching up, but then an achievement pops up above them that says, Bechdel test passed! And they both look at each other and go, so I've been meaning to tell you something. Yes, indeed. I would love for achievements to pop up IRL. Oh my god, that'd be so beautiful. I can't wait to live in a half-simulated reality where everything is just fun, and you can catch Pokemon. After 3 girls, my dad was so happy to finally have a boy.
The boy! Woohoo!
Write IMA and let your keyboard expose you. I'm a girl. Okay, let me try this. I want you to try this in the comments too. Good idea. I am a good idea. Great. Okay, well that could have been worse. Could have been worse. Half my suggestions are in Swedish. When my partner tells me they think they're trans right after I tell them I think I am trans.
The gas thing is right there.
2010, yeah, play that game. 2024, you see the thing that has changed is that it's widescreen and a lot of lights in your computer. Yes, indeed, nothing else to see here. What if I can turn back to normal? Will you still love me, Ron? Of course, I will and always will love you. Kim.
Why is this so cute? Oh my god.
I felt something. I think my heart, actually beat for once. My cold, dead, little memed out heart. That is beautiful.
You're scaring the host, bro. We are the hosts. Get with the times, bro.
Is being a boy actually overrated? And here's the next episode. Alright, I see how it went. I love this thing. This is like when you're 8 years old trying to make your podcast. You said yes indeed. What about marriage, boys? This is unironically how some podcasts feel though. It feels like a bunch of kids that have actually not experienced the things they're talking about and have these wild takes about life in general, but it's so obvious they're all just chronically online. Although these kids seem perfectly wholesome though. Perfectly wholesome.
Join me in the back rooms. There is no society to judge us.
Oh no, Finster, no, please, no, God.
Yes, indeed. You criticize society, yet you participate in it. Curious.
Why is one of your eyes yellow? Why is one of the eyes discolored? What did you do? You're like a chain smoker in your eyeball. Me coming out to my friends. Took you long enough. I knew it. Surprise. Yeah, yeah, that's, it do be like that though, doesn't it? But that's a pretty wholesome sign. That means you have really good friends that really know you and actually pay attention to like the vibes and the signals that you actually give out, maybe even before you know it yourself. So this is actually a sign that you have a really good friends that are very much in tune with you. Will you press the button, you will become an anime girl, but you'll be lesbian? I don't get it. Where's the downside? There has to be a trick somewhere.
So, if it's so stressful, why do you do it? Because it's still better than trying to be a boy.
Oh! I think stuff in life, in general, follows like a similar logic. Something can be a bother, but you don't do anything about it because doing something about it would be more difficult than the amount of bother it is right now, right? But in cases like this, if it's completely reversed, like, yeah, this is gonna be difficult, but remaining in the state that is right now is gonna be more difficult. So then you make a choice. You make the smaller difficult thing reality. And, man, that's relatable. That is just relatable in many aspects of life, isn't it?
Right, so I'm going to finally out you to grandma, okay?
Thumbs up emoji. Later. Slam.
How did it go? He's getting you a
Pocket knife.
Is that good or yes?
The ultimate sign of approval from Gramps. Hell yeah.
When my sister says that she wishes she had a sister and I have to sit there and stop myself from saying I wish I could be her sister.
Man, this is so why did you take a bite out of my skull? Yeah, I did. I'll take another one. Oh, God. Man, that's good. There's a toy in there. Hell yeah. Meeting my past self. 20-year-old self. You're me? What happened? 13-year-old self.
No. This isn't what God had planned for your life.
5-year-old self.
I'm gonna be pretty.
That is so sweet. Oh.
It kind of shows that sometimes in your teens you get sucked up into like toxicity because you're trying to fit in or be cool or just figuring yourself out. Allowing people to grow past that, I think, is incredibly important. Get sunlight as often as possible. Studies have shown daily exposure can boost testosterone by 69%. Nice.
I now identify as a full-time vampire girl.
Isn't this just like 90% of the people here, though? God, we never go outside. Outside is overrated. It's raining today. It sucks outside today. I'm just sitting in here reading memes and I'm having a good time.
When you tell your therapist you're trans and they're encouraging transitioning and being yourself,
Yo, calm down, Egbert. Calm down, nothing to see here. If you can't see it, it doesn't hurt you. That's amazing. I think your shell is cracking. Old bugs.
Why I dress in women's clothes a lot? I don't know, it's humorous is all.
Bugs after 4 years of HRT.
Well, the more you know.
Damn, bugs! Damn! Your friend might be your future GF, and you don't even know. Oh, how the turntables. Look, oh my, that's so sweet. That is so sweet, man.
Trans women have achieved a 100% cis-passing voice.
Trans women who have unlearned the nod. Yeah.
If you take testosterone and estrogen at the same time, does your body take a screenshot or break?
Maybe it's like a factory reset. You just forget all the bad memories and stuff, and you can just start from scratch. Isn't that beautiful?
Dad, I have something to tell you. I am lesbian.
Alright, that's fine to me, but didn't you want kids?
I do.
But how are you gonna get preggo then?
I have someone to present you. You see? It all works out in the end.
Me figuring out my gender. Femboy, trans...
Where did all the estrogen go? Suspiciously woman-shaped pharmacist?
I don't know, I just happened random woman.
Don't become a cat girl, become a fox girl instead. No need to learn to purr, just scream. Oh, that's so beautiful and cute. That's so beautiful and cute. Don't you agree, Egbert?
Yes. This is great.
I'm glad you agree. Delicious.
Well, laddies and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna head off now to get devoured by Click and so he can play with my toys.
That sounds, wow, that sounds really sus, Egbert. I'm putting you in timeout. So, thank you all for watching this wonderful, beautiful video, and I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed having you here. And have a wonderful rest of your day, because you do deserve it, and I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah. Oh yeah, we also have like spooky plushies. You should totally check them out in the description. before they're gone forever and you regret it. They will haunt your worst enemies.